This is former TNA World Champion Raven, and you're listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast. Quote the Raven, nevermore. And don't cross the line. Or do cross the line. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to, you're not supposed to. I don't know. Whatever. You get it.
TNA Wrestling. Cross the line.
And we're back with episode 259 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I'm Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley in Dallas. It's the go-home show before Bound for Glory 2006. We're at that event. Jeffrey Jarrett will defend the NWA World Championship against Sting. And Kurt Angle will be making his live debut. Plus much more. So Dallas, I think it's safe to say that Bound for Glory on paper might be the strongest looking card that we've got so far here in 2006. How amped are you for their first show, first pay-per-view on the road?
Well, Bob, of course I'm excited. Kurt Angle's here. Sting gets a shot at Jeff Jarrett's title again. The whole card looks great. There's a cage match. We're leaving Orlando for the first time ever, technically. I mean, we've been at the Asylum, but that's different. This is like a completely different, brand new city for TNA. It's also kind of funny because some reason I keep like being like, this is the first Bound for Glory. Like, it feels that big, where it's like, oh, the other one like didn't happen.
Oh yeah, you know that's.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not. This is the second.
No, but you look, if you compare from the first one to now, it's pretty fucking different.
Yeah.
You know,
quite different.
Back in October of 2005, Rhino is fucking groomed to be the next top guy, even though it's only for 2 weeks or whatever, but he has a huge showing. Daniels and Styles are having a 30-minute Iron Man. Now they're the tag champs, having some good matches. Just the overall presentation is pretty different. And of course, you know, we have big names. Obviously, Kurt Angle, Sting, Christian Cage. So certainly growing roster-wise, star power-wise, but hasn't necessarily translated with TV ratings. But.
Well, that's just sometimes how it goes.
Yeah, but you would think that if they're getting like a 0.8 or something with not big names, and then they're still getting only a 0.8 or a 0.9 with all these names, like what's the answer? Isn't bringing more people in. You got to probably properly promote it and advertise it, I would think.
Right. It's interesting because I do feel like they probably haven't been doing that as well as they should.
I really don't think they have. Like I don't know how you would necessarily promote it like the best way, but I can't remember ever seeing a TNA ad anywhere other than during their own show.
I mean, that's a fair point. I don't know if I have either.
The same thing happened with ECW. When they were on TNN, TNN would only air ECW commercials during ECW. It's like, I'm already watching the show. Like, why?
Yeah. It's weird. You probably should advertise to someone who isn't just watching your own show. But
yeah, that's what I would think.
It makes
you. WWE would have like Raw commercials and shit, or like the Super Bowl. You know, that Super Bowl ad in '98 really helped propel them to fucking go way past WCW because it's one of the more memorable commercials, really, if you ask people.
Is it funny that I have no idea which commercial you're talking about?
Are you serious?
WWF Super Bowl.
It's like 90. I think pretty sure it's 1998, maybe 1999. But
Oh yeah,
it's got like
99.
Sable, Steve Austin's in it, and they're like,
Oh, I've definitely seen this.
yeah, they're jokingly talking about like, oh, violence in the workplace or whatever.
Oh yes, I know what it is.
Yeah, dude, it's a great commercial.
Interesting. No, I've definitely seen this before.
But I bet TNA wasn't about to be like, oh, let's spend $7 million on a 30-second ad, but 50 million people are gonna see it.
That's true.
You gotta kind of look at it that way. If I had that type of money, I'm fucking doing it. I bet, I don't care. Put me on any time in that game. I'm putting it on there. And I would be like, here's Kurt Angle, Sting. And out of those 50 million people, a lot of them would be like, I didn't even fucking know Sting was still wrestling. What the fuck? Where is this at?
Look at the Undertaker walking just in the middle of the lobby like this.
Yeah, dude.
This is funny.
And then at the end, like Vince McMahon's like, get it? And like someone's like falling out of the headquarters.
Holy crap. Oh, and the video I clicked on too also happens to have like them talking about it on Raw and being like, look how popular our commercial was.
See, yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, dude, it was very popular.
Oh, and then they play it again. Okay.
Yeah, they were just clicking on all like, because like that was February of '98, or I think it was '98 or '99.
It's 99. This is
okay, so '99. So they've already, I mean, they're still neck and neck with WCW, but. So that's February, and really by May of '99, WCW is just in the shitter. So obviously WWF being a more popular or just better programming. Although I will always say WCW until probably like 2000 had the better in-ring stuff, but storytelling and angles WWF was better.
right.
But yeah, so like that airs in February, and then 3 months later, it's like it's not even a race anymore. Fucking over.
Right. Well, I don't think we'll be seeing a TNA Super Bowl ad anytime soon here in 2006, or for that matter, anytime soon in 2024. So.
No, but you know what? Even if they did it during any football game, football is incredibly popular, and even NBA is getting up there. So like AEW, right? I don't know if I see AEW ads.
No, I don't think so.
I might have seen one during an NBA one actually before.
Oh,
but
that
if it's on like TNT or something.
Then yes, you probably have during something like that.
Yeah, so like that. So that
That's fair.
I for sure.
That's fair.
So like that's good. That's good marketing. To do that. To be, oh hey, by the way, I definitely have. I know I have. So I'm retracting what I was going to say. Is like I don't know if I've seen it, but I definitely have. Especially when Cody was there, they absolutely did it during NBA games. So that's the type of stuff you got to do. And so at least they're figuring it out.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Bob. Let's get into some of this. Let's do a quick recap of what we saw on our last episode, match-wise. The October 12th, 2006 edition of Impact. We saw Chris Sabin, Jay Lethal, Shark Boy, and Sanjay Dutt team up to defeat Petey Williams, Senshi, and the Paparazzi in 4 minutes. Very exciting. Then, very random tag team match. Lance Hoyt and Ron Killings defeated the Diamonds in the Rough, and then we teased the split. The Mega Powers are imploding. The Diamonds in the Rough are potentially done.
Wait a minute. Oh, you're talking about for last week's episode.
This is last week.
Oh, I thought you were talking about an explosion. I was like, what the fuck? We didn't see that. But yeah, we did see that.
Yeah,
but then like, and then Ron, like dabbed up Elix.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then and I noted during the show, it was like, could this be the BET thing but if Monty Brown ain't coming back, I guess we're not doing the BET thing.
Yeah, and that was there's a rumor of a group. And we actually, by the way, I guess we could just say it now. We talked last week that Monty Brown is probably done. I was looking while I was doing some of our social media posts, which you can catch over at Cross the Line TNA on Twitter. We don't see him again, at least not in a wrestling capacity.
Oh, so he is done?
That falls kind of near with Rhino was his last TNA match. Ever. That's it.
Well.
So I don't know if we'll see him on screen for another reason, but at least match-wise, He is done. The last match that took place was the unsanctioned ladder match, or they called it like a ladder challenge or something like that on TV, between Samoa Joe and Christian Cage. And Samoa Joe did win the unsanctioned match, which, by the way, there was not even a bell. It went 12 minutes and 8 seconds. So it was a pretty weird show, really, as we are heading toward Bound for Glory.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like this whole focus on people fighting for a title that's not even theirs. I mean, realistically, the build for Jarrett and Sting, it's been over the course of several months, but these last 4 months, it hasn't really been a direct focus on it because, Sting's not there or whatever, and that's fine. But like Samoa Joe is in Monsters Ball with Abyss, Raven, and Brother Runt, and there's like not even a direct. Really, like they brawled or whatever after the match, but there's not. Samoa Joe's just being thrown in there to be thrown in there because they have nothing else for him to do.
Right.
And the Christian Rhino stuff has been pretty solid, I should say.
I agree.
I gather coming out of this pay-per-view that the next one, whatever the show is, should be the winner of Sting Jarrett against Christian against Joe.
I mean, yeah.
Why not?
That would be great.
That's what I would do.
A couple other things that happened on the show. Samoa Joe did a promo where he was saying that champs the past 4 years were paper champions and how the belt has been held hostage as a political leverage tool. And as Dave Meltzer says, welcome to Vince Russo writing. So the way he's talking about the title, he points out very clear is Vince Russo helping write that. Also, there was a pretty good brawl between LAX and Daniels and Styles where they locked. Was it Daniels behind the cage? Daniels was behind the cage as like everyone was attacking him. The security was trying to get him out, but Conan locked the cage so Styles couldn't get in even when he tried to climb up. Homicide would knock him down. It's a pretty well done segment. I think the hype behind all of their matches has been pretty solid. And then one other thing there's two other things really of note that happened is one, the Kurt Angle interview. We finally heard from Kurt Angle on TV. It was a pre-tape, but he was speaking. And then also, Bobby Roode has claimed that he has made his decision for having a manager. He's going to announce that at Bound for Glory. And the video made it clear that it wouldn't be Bobby Heenan, Sherry Martel, or Colonel Robert Parker. And the video ended with, as Dave Meltzer writes, Bob, in only the way he can, with these gigantic boobs bending over as Rude stared into them and said he knew he made the right decision. And he notes that everyone certainly is led to assume that would be Tracy Brooks.
Well, no shit. I mean, that's exactly who it is. There's nobody else on the roster, or maybe even in the United States, that has breasts like that.
Jeez.
And I mean that as a compliment because they're big.
Oh,
they're very distinct. Like you can't miss those.
Yeah, it was very clearly Tracy Brooks.
Yeah. Now, is she on the same level as a manager of, Bobby Heenan and Parker?
Maybe she will.
No. I hope that this ends up being an angle where Bobby Roode is just constantly distracted by her tits and just loses matches all the time.
I would not be shocked if that happens.
If Vince Russo had his way, he'd be like, yo, dude, if we're doing laxatives, we're definitely going to have one where a guy can't take his eyes off his manager's tits.
Absolutely.
And then he'll get mad and then, fire her or somebody. Get a breast reduction.
Oh, my God. That'd be quite the storyline. Speaking of last week, though, I got some ratings news for you. It actually, believe it or not, Bob, drew a .90. So Dave notes that the interesting thing about TNA drawing its biggest rating in a few months, on the same night that UFC drew its smallest, was the rating pattern. So with all the hype of Kurt Angle's first interview, TNA retained more UFC viewers than any time in months. They opened up at a .90, which is not a big of an opening quarter, but the UFC ended at a 1.05, which is way lower than usual. Not only that, but the X-Division match that usually loses viewers did a 0.89, so they were staying tuned past 15 minutes. Angle's interview was at the end of the third quarter, which did a 0.88, and also included the Ron Killings and Lance Hoyt versus Simon Diamond. What the heck? It's David Young and Elix Skipper. I don't know why he said it's Simon Diamond and Elix Skipper, but whatever. And that figured to be a weak draw. Joe versus Christian in the ladder challenge did a 0.91. Perhaps people expected Angle would show up in the main event. Perhaps it was seeing a ladder match on television. But whatever reason, that was the best performing final quarter in a long time. The first Angle appearance should still have done better. 3 months ago, if you said TNA was going to sign Angle, and his TV debut would show a 0.90, that would be considered a major flop. Today, all shows have been dropped for reasons gone over many times before, and while Dave says he doesn't consider the number any kind of success, it's not a failure either, because at least it is up some. But staying open bigger and didn't make a big difference long term, nor will Angle, simply by being there. They have to use him well, getting him into interesting program with someone they focused on elevating his level. So pretty fun. And they also, in case you like the more detail stuff, the Angle is the whole show here. It got a 0.1 or 1.27 in males 18 to 34 and a 0.79 in 35 to 49 and a total of 1.1 million viewers. Pretty cool.
I would have to say that rating in regards to the ladder match would definitely be because people were hoping Kurt Angle would be there, not because of the ladder.
I'm sure.
I think it's safe to say, certainly even on television, that the ladder match, even in 2006, had been super overexposed.
Fair to say.
So I don't think that. I mean, it might help, but
right.
I'm sure people are like, "Oh my God, Kurt Angle's going to show up," and then he did.
Oh, let's see. I got two more for you. I'm trying to decide which one do I want to tell you first. Okay, I'll tell you this Kurt Angle interview first. So he was on I think Bubba the Love Sponge. Yay, awesome, cool. I fucking hate Bubba the Love Sponge, but anyway. Apparently, Angle kind of goes a little wild in this interview. Meltzer has this written out in the October 25th, 2006 Observer newsletter, and then Alvarez has a shortened version. In case that's more your vibe, on the October 23rd, 2006 article. So, couple call outs I wanted to point out here. Angle noted his contract allows him to make his own decisions regarding a potential acting career, as well as doing a fight or television or anything else. So he has a very open deal of what else he can do. Angle said all the right things about both TNA, Dixie Carter, and Spike TV, as well as the TNA talent. He said there's only a short list of great wrestlers in WWE that he could have a 5-star match with, but there are so many more great wrestlers in TNA. The only name he specifically mentioned was Samoa Joe. So Dave is saying that is most likely going to end up being his first program. He said he sees WWE going into a downward spiral, and that's why he wanted out. Yeah. He said that so WWE put out like a statement that he was, I think, like erratic and all this stuff while this was going on. He said the second WWE statement talking about how Angle was erratic at the meeting and where WWE claimed it was their decision was because they knew he was going to TNA and they were trying to save face. Fact is, nobody in WWE had a clue he was going to TNA, though. And the only person outside of Angle's inner circle and 4 people in TNA that were told was Dana White, and all kept it a secret. So he's, kind of fibbing a little bit. Listen to this. This is kind of funny. He first said, when asked if he'd consider working for Vince McMahon again, he said, quote, "I don't think I'll ever work for Vince McMahon again, but you can never say never." He said,
exactly. That's the wrestler thing. Always never say never.
Listen to this next part, though. His wife, he says, "My wife wouldn't let me work for Vince McMahon again. Well, good thing he had a new wife when he went back.
Yeah, no shit.
He said that he also expects to work for TNA for the next 30 years and mentioned being a promoter, an agent, a writer, or working in talent relations after his active career is over. And I'd like you guys to know he is doing none of that.
That's horrible.
Angle also pushed the idea that when TNA gets a 2-hour television show, they'll be able to showcase wrestling. He knocked people kissing each other's asses and live sex celebrations, saying if TNA has a 2-hour show, they'll give the main event 30 minutes, and said that the company now has the best writer in wrestling in Vince Russo, and the best wrestler in the world in himself.
Oh, no.
Yeah, pretty fun interview.
I wonder if he said that Vince Russo was the best writer. That way he'd get the title quick.
I mean, come on.
Right? He's
definitely could have been the case.
Politicking right there.
Yeah.
That's funny.
About my last note before we get into the show, and then I have a bunch more, and there's some pretty fun ones. Hold on, I lost it. Oh, here we go. I don't know if they're going to show this on TV at all today, so if they do, I guess it's a slight spoiler. But apparently they did an internet-only angle with Jim Cornette and Larry Zbyszko. And so basically, Cornette has announced that Eric Young is actually not fired at all, and that he'll be facing Larry Zbyszko on Sunday, who caused him to lose the You're Fired match last week on TV. And that the loser is history, or at least has to leave for a while to get their hair transplant surgery. They didn't say that part, of course. This is Alvarez adding the shit in.
That's right.
Alvarez also adds that normally he said, I'd bitch about the shooting an internet-only angle, especially involving a pretty major guy like Eric Young. Apparently Alvarez also notes that he's scheduled to be getting world title shots against Jeff Jarrett on upcoming shows. I don't know. Maybe that's some of those house show things we were talking about. But the reality is that the majority of the TNA buying audience are all on the internet anyways. So.
And I think that's definitely fair. I don't. Maybe they will show us what that context is all about, but I really hope they don't use the whole Zbyszko got involved, whatever, because we've seen other times where wrestlers get involved and then it's like, well, we can't overturn the official's decision.
Well, I know that's
so we can't really pick and choose when we enforce that logic. So I don't know. They also probably didn't have a good way of getting him out of it.
Well, right. That's like the weird part. Because even we were like, what the hell?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, he was the last guy I would have picked to get fired there. So, I don't know. Well, if that's your last note, then it's time to get into the go-home show before Bound for Glory 2006. Let's watch the October 19th edition of TNA Impact. The approximate runtime for this is 41 minutes and 56 seconds. I'm going to count down from 3. When I say play, that is when the watch along will begin. If you want to watch along with us, head over to the TNA Plus app, or if it's your own personal collection, that will do the trick as well. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. You're muted, brother.
Oh my god, I messed up my whole intro.
Yeah, I mean, I saw you. Don't worry, folks. He did. I did see him mouth, "This is TNA." Don't worry, he did it.
I was saying I like the growl part when it's like a bit like shaking. They're showing our highlights from the Kurt Angle interview to kick us off here, and like some angry shots of him yelling as well. Now hearing Samoa Joe talking about the belt being
Wait a
hostage.
minute. Isn't Samoa Joe holding the hostage now?
Yeah. He is.
For 4 years, his belt has been held hostage by the worst, so I'm going to hold it hostage because I'm the best. Yeah, just highlights of this wonderful ladder match. Brother Runt diving off the ladders. Christian technically getting the belt. But then Rhino came out. Gored his former friend of 15 years.
Can you believe that?
And Joe, who would have by rule technically lost, won.
And Mike Tenay is in the ring. He's got a very special announcement. He's got documents in his hand. Oh, they've confirmed that TNA management has made the decision. Samoa Joe must return the NWA World Heavyweight title by the end of this Impact. So that's the big announcement. Oh. Or he's going to be removed from the TNA roster immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just go into the intro. He's going to get fired if he doesn't give this the belt. Okay. So basically, Bob, we just wasted 3 weeks of nothing with that title.
Right. So the end of this is just him having to give back a belt that doesn't belong to him anyway.
I'm sorry, but if there was a time to use Sting's dates, it was leading up to Bound for Glory.
Well, I don't know.
Do something. We haven't done anything, dude.
Because that way, as champion, he can actually be there if he were to win.
I guess. He should have been here at least one show.
I think they're wanting him not to be there. That way people will pay to see him.
I guess, but it's hurting the build up for the big match.
Oh, I would agree with that. They have not been able to. Oh, we've got Brother Runt.
Here you go. Bob has been worried about this match being built, but Raven is hitting Abyss with a trash can lid as Brother Runt is hanging on the back of him.
Well, there doesn't really need to be a build for this. It's just guys that are going to fight.
I know.
Dude, they're going to break the announcer's table.
They ain't got to break it. Oh my god, a low blow. Raven's got the chair again. Oh, right on the head of Abyss. This is brutal.
Acid drop. Nope. Raven just sent Runt balls first into the ring post.
Balls first.
Now he's got Abyss. He's going to do the drop toe hold. Yep. Look at this. Raven getting some time to shine here on Impact. Who would have thought? Jab. Discus. Nope. Black hole slam. Gone. Doomsday. He does it again. That's his only taunt, is that?
Well, of course.
What is this?
What's this? Lights Out. I don't even know what song. What song is this? Oh no.
Shit.
Oh fucking no way.
Yeah, this is Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh no.
And let me guess, Abyss is afraid of a snake. Oh my god, it's WWF 1988 all over again.
Okay, yeah. So Jake Roberts is stumbling out to the ring. Is that a good way to mean?
He's walking.
Not very well.
He's not doing horrible.
He looks awful.
What?
Dude, get out of here.
Do you know how heavy that snake is?
I'll give you that. I'll give him that. He looks awful.
He looks fine. Is he struggling right there? Okay, as soon as I said he looks fine, he's leaning up against the ring post and he might be out of breath. That doesn't matter. Mind your business. He's fine. He's a legend, dude.
Okay, he's definitely walking better when he put the snake down.
See?
Okay.
See? Exactly.
I don't know if he can't get up off his knee. Okay, he did it.
He's up. Okay.
This dude's been trying to get a job for months.
Is he fiending for coke or is he just like pissed? I don't understand what's going on.
Both.
He's like pulling his hair and he's like now he's holding his ass like he's Petey Williams on a laxative. I don't know what's going on there. Doomsday. No, it's a fucking python. Yep, Abyss is terrified because
Of course
he's
he
a
is.
monster.
I thought Abyss was only scared of barbed wire, but apparently it's also snakes.
Yeah. Oh, brother. I've always hated that. Dude, every feud for Jake Roberts in the 80s was just a big guy afraid of a snake. Andre, afraid of snakes. Earthquake, guess what? I'm afraid of snakes. Rick Rude, I fucked your wife. You know, it's kind of the same angles all the time. Brother Runt saying put the snake, so he's going to get the snake on him. The snake is bigger than Runt.
Oh shit, he's stuck in his face.
No.
There's definitely snake shit on the bag, by the way.
God, he looks like a child, Brother Runt.
Okay, Roberts hit the DDT, but he cannot stand up. There's just so much so that they're showing the snake and crowd shots. There you go, he got up. What is this all about? Oh, he's on the microphone. Wrestler for 32 years. Oh. He wants to. They asked him to referee the Monster Ball. He has a problem with referees. He doesn't like the stripes. He's worn them before.
That's in reference to prison.
Oh. Oh, he will be the guide to take us in the labyrinth of your mind.
What the fuck was that? Okay.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't even know Samoa Joe was in that, as we've mentioned many times. Because...
No, dude, I'm telling you.
Okay, he's just arrived, apparently, guys. Okay, Bob.
How did they know he was there? The car wasn't even there yet. Samoa Joe's here, and then it pulls up. How do you know that? Does they have GPS on?
Wait a second.
Gotcha.
Gibby's backing up.
Oh,
shit! It's Kurt Angle. I said it was real. It's damn.
I thought he was gonna
Dude.
get back in my car and leave.
That
Yo,
was
Kurt Angle's actually here. I don't know if I like that. Oh, Austin Starr. I forgot about Austin Starr.
You're starstruck about for glory. Okay. I did not expect to see Kurt Angle on today's show. Is this the best go-home show so far ever? And we're only 9 minutes and 15 seconds in?
Well, the Jake Roberts thing was a bit much, but whatever.
Well, I agree, but we have not seen a single match yet, but that's okay.
Who needs it?
Who needs it? Bob, we're talking so much about Bound for Glory. I feel like I should give you a little note here. Oh my God, we're back from commercial and they're showing us Kurt Angle getting out of the limo again. They're doing a fan fest this coming Saturday at the Shenandoah Country Club in West Bloomfield from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tickets are $40 if you buy them on the TNA website or $50 if you get them at the door. And also on Saturday, they're doing a half-hour TNA Road to Glory special on Spike hosted by Jeremy Borash and Christy Hemme. And then, of course, as we've noted before, the tapings next week, for whatever reason, won't be on Monday night, but on Tuesday night. Oh, wait. We didn't know this. This is different. I read this wrong. They're going to be on Tuesday night in Detroit. So they might actually be doing Impact on the road.
No way.
So those layovers with a full day off to do nothing are usually trouble for guys with issues. Well, thanks, Alvarez. I misread that when I first read this note. I must have been tired. Christian Cage is coming out right now.
If they were doing Impact in Michigan, they would have been plugging the shit out of tickets for Impact.
I thought so too. Maybe that's a typo then.
It's got to be. They're not doing that.
I don't know.
Oh, I do have one indie note for Christian Cage here.
Oh, really?
On October 14th, Christian Cage defeated Chris Sabin for Northeast Wrestling's Autumn Ambush Night 1 in Milford, Pennsylvania.
Okay, he's saying Norman Smiley, who's getting an entrance coming out in his football gear.
Oh, he's going full WCW 2000 here with the helmet and football pads.
Yeah. All right, Christian's going right after him.
Which is hilarious because this is a street fight, so that would make a lot of sense. He would do that for hardcore matches. Chair shot to the helmet. Norman does the big wiggle a little bit there.
It's a street fight action in preparation against Rhino. So this is Christian getting prepped.
With Norman Smiley.
Right. Also about Bound for Glory, Bob, I have a secondary note that we can talk about since this is in preparation too. The Bound for Glory show has an advance of more than 2,000 tickets sold in an arena that the set will max out at about 3,700. It's good that they're in a new location, but the quote biggest show in history is a disappointing advance. And they have trouble, and they may have trouble to walk up as they are going to head up against Game 2 of the World Series for Bound for Glory. Dave also thinks that the lack of ICP, not so much appearing on the show, but as much as their connections in promoting the show, spells the difference that tickets aren't moving as fast as the first show, which they did there with the 3,170 paid, which is probably in the neighborhood of what this was going to end up being around anyways. Concerto to Norman Smiley.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the World Series. Detroit against St. Louis.
I didn't think about it either.
Because you didn't know about it.
For different reasons.
Yeah, you don't even know what the Tigers are. Concerto there by Cage will finish off Norman Smiley. Is Rhino going to come out or what?
I would have to assume.
What's he doing? He's got a straight jacket. Or he just called Rhino a son of a bitch. Uh-oh. Takes the football pads off. He's going to put... Why? Come on, don't put Norman in a straight jacket. You gave a concerto. He's probably concussed. This
is ridiculous.
This is so unnecessary. Is that Shark Boy? Shark Boy! Or is it Rhino in a Shark Boy outfit? I don't know. It's not, guys. Don't worry. If you're not watching, it's regular Shark Boy. Football helmet to the face.
Clobbered.
We'll do it.
He's a Shark Boy right in the head.
Okay, so now he's not gonna. Is he gonna put the straight jacket on Shark Boy? Because he failed on Norman. Is Kurt Angle gonna come out and make the save for Shark Boy?
No. No, Rhino is though.
And Christian
chases Christian Cage out.
I swear to God, if they add some kind of like straight jacket stipulation to the street fight, that'll be annoying.
I don't think they will because I feel like if they did this first, I would have been like, oh my God, they're having a straight jacket match.
No, you know what they could do is after Bound for Glory, a straight jacket on a pole match between Rhino and Christian.
They could do that, yeah.
That's an Impact main event if I've ever heard of one.
Why does he like putting things on poles so much?
I don't know.
Like infamously, he loves pole matches.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he has said like people don't want to just watch a regular wrestling match. So there's got to be other things going on. There's got to be a gimmick. And as we continue on with this TNA watch back on pay-per-views, there's going to be a lot of stipulations. I thought that was the Outlaw Jeff Jarrett for a second. It's just Eric Young.
Eric Young hiding in a leather trench coat and a cowboy hat. Oh, you could tell it was me? Remember, he's supposed to be fired.
Wait, he's blonde again. Wasn't he, like...
Oh, shit.
Darker?
That's fascinating. He's just like, I'm blonde again. And they just mentioned the Blair Zbyszko match. So that's how much we're going to know about it going in.
Yeah, but so they're ignoring the fact that he was fired?
I mean, yeah, they're not.
I don't understand.
Okay, Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt are backstage playing video games in ball caps?
That looks like ball caps, but it looks worse.
Oh,
Senshi.
shit, dude. Okay, that's awesome.
And
Saban
then
went that way. They're doing the voice and everything.
Mortal Kombat.
This is how I block. Kick. Oh shit! Senshi just came in.
Just sent Lethal like right into the locker.
Okay, dude. At first you're like, why are they wearing bald cap? That was funny as fuck.
That was funny.
That's the best goof off segment they've done so far.
Right. Well, this is actually about a wrestler, not a show.
And guess what? Jay Lethal's supposed to be coming out right now.
Yeah, so I figured, yeah. So Senshi is just
he
putting
is.
him up in his entrance. So this is a match, okay?
Oh, okay. Chopping him down the ramp.
I got one note for Jay Lethal on that same Autumn Ambush show on October 14th. Jay Lethal defeated Josh Daniels at Northeast Wrestling's Autumn Ambush. And then Low Key has won. He fought Ricky Reyes to a no contest for the IWC World Championship at IWC's Revengeance 3, October 14th in Elizabeth, Pennsylvania. There's that.
Woo, chap. But in case you're wondering, Final Resolution 2007 is going to be January 14th, so you can start making your plans now.
Is that what they just said or something?
No, I'm just telling you. It's in my notes.
Oh, it's in your note.
Alvarez even also wrote, make your plans now. So.
Oh.
Jay Lethal climbing to the top.
Slick is back with shorts again.
Oh, what the hell? That's so
They're
weird.
just reversing course on everything. Oh, Bound for Glory is sponsored by Mortal Kombat. Is that what I think TNA just said that? That really interesting. Uh-oh. Boom.
Oh, nice. That's a 3. Fast matches today. Since she gets the win on Jay Lethal. Here you go. Bound for Glory preview. Midnight. The Road to Glory. We'll be watching that after this episode.
I'm not.
Just kidding. No, we're not. They're just going to be talking probably.
Yeah, just like how you wanted to watch that one weekly pay-per-view.
Okay. Okay. Listen.
Fuck
it counts, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that.
But it counts as an episode, which is dumb, I know, but...
Oof.
That's okay. I watched it to get I remember I watched it so I could get the interview notes for us. Yeah, Saban just ran out and got a fucking missile drop kick into the corner, Senshi, with the Warrior's Way. That double foot stomp right to the midsection of Saban. I'm hoping we'll get a more serious X-Division title match at the pay-per-view. But if we're going to have goofy Chris Saban, I'd rather Senshi just keep it, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Paparazzi Production, I Spy with Kevin Nash. Oh, yes, that's right. We're having the press conference today. He's got it at this bar here. You thought their special announcer was Kurt Angle? No. The Kevin Nash Open Invitational X-Division Gauntlet Battle Royal for Bound for Glory. On your local pay-per-view channels. Everyone knows my partner here will be in the match. Oh, there's another chance of mine. An other partner of mine, an old partner of mine, is also going to be in it. I told you Hall might be there. Oh, Monty Hall.
Jesus Christ. I can see Sean Waltman being in it.
I think that's what he's just kind of saying.
He said Hall.
Bob.
Scott Hall.
Bob. Another former partner of his. Sean Waltman's going to be a Bound for Glory. That's called a bait and switch, baby. You knew he did not mean fucking Scott Hall.
You never know. He could have said Scott Norton. What's Vincent doing here? Virgil.
Vincent. We have one entrant signed. The world-renowned Alex Shelley. Also in negotiations with Hogan. He's got a tight shooting schedule, though. But we can get him away from Crocodile Dundee 3. Hulk Hogan will be there.
Hogan.
Are you fucking kidding? If we can pull him away from the shooting, he'll be there. Oh, a surprising interview for BG James coming up next. Listen to this bullshit. The difference of your opinion between you and Kip James talking about Jeff Jarrett. We're doing a thing about this from the little Bound for Glory highlight. Oh, God. You don't know a damn thing about Jeff Jarrett, the man. He's making it seem like, well, I know the real Jeff Jarrett. So everyone else who's talking crap.
Dude, this is them teasing a partnership. Like you mentioned in the notes.
Yeah, the face turn for Jarrett. I cussed one too many people out. He took me in. I moved in with Jeff Jarrett and his family for 6 months in my early career. There's a damn good reason for everything that Jeff Jarrett does. Even attacking that female fan for no reason before No Surrender.
Before what?
Attacking the female fan with the chair or the strap.
Oh, yeah. Listen, when you're stressed out, you let out your anger in ways that you shouldn't, and that would include beating up a female fan.
That was a bizarre interview.
Yeah, that...
Because right now, that makes BG more of a heel because Jeff Jarrett's the bad guy going in to fight Sting. If they were trying...
because we don't know the real Jeff Jarrett.
Meh. Don't like it. We have so much coming up Sunday night for Bound for Glory. Are we about to do a quick card run here?
Sure feels like it.
Senshi versus Chris Sabin for the X-Division Championship. The Monsters Ball. There is a new twist to it. And that's just Jake Roberts is going to be the labyrinth into our mind, ringside, not the referee. It's going to get personal in the Motor City as Rhino faces Christian Cage in the 8 Mile Street Fight.
See, we have a bunch of stipulations just on this show. Street Fight, Cage, Monsters Ball. Here's the cage match right here.
6 sides of steel. LAX for Styles and Daniels for the NWA Tag Team titles.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's probably the match I'm most looking forward to, honestly.
And of course, the big main event. Sting versus Jeff Jarrett, NWA World Heavyweight Championship in its career versus title. And of course, Kurt Angle is the special enforcer. I don't know why he wasn't on the main graphic, but there he is.
If this show is happening like at our present age right now, how likely do you think we're going to Michigan to check it out?
We'd definitely be thinking about it. Normally don't travel that far from us to go to the show, but I'd be like, damn, I'm thinking about it. I remember when this is obviously future tense and we'll never cover it, so it's not a spoiler, but when Sting and Hogan fought at Bound for Glory in, what was it, 2011?
2011, I think, yeah.
It was in Philly. It was in fucking Philly, and I was like,
Yeah.
I should have pressed that one more somehow. I don't know how, but I was like, why am I not there?
If that had happened in like 2015,
oh,
I think the group of us are going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And mind you, I knew it wasn't going to be a greatest match, but to be like, we saw Sting and Hogan fight.
Sting and Hogan, yeah, you have.
That's sick.
How do you not?
Yeah.
Did we
LAX
see it like almost 20 years after like the peak? Yeah, but like whatever.
Still saw him in the same ring. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. This is new music. for the James game.
No, it's the same one. Nobody moves, nobody gets hurt.
Oh, I guess you're right. I guess
It
I'd never
say
really
it's
heard
good, but
I guess I'd never really noticed the gunshots before like that.
can we point out how awful Kip James's hair is? It's like pink and in like braided pigtails.
Yeah, it's all right.
As we're doing entrances, let me give you a couple notes here, Bob. A couple quick ones. Scott D'Amore is now working with Hermie Sadler's UWF promotion. And the idea is to try to run more, quote, like TNA house shows in association with Sadler, perhaps as many as 50 in 2007.
50? I don't think they do that.
I don't think so either. Daniels and Styles joining the James gang. And we're fighting LAX and AMW. I don't think we said AMW was out here, but we have a huge 8-man tag team match here.
50 wouldn't even be that crazy, really, because you could just do 2. Well, no, I guess you would have to do like a double shot almost, every other week?
Yeah, something like that.
There's no way you're doing that.
No. You'll also be glad to know, Bob, that Simon Diamond got married last week, and as Alvarez says, now he's got a problem.
Oh, shit. That's funny. All right, I got some indie notes here for this. I believe this is the main event. AJ Styles defeated Pac at 1PW's first anniversary show. Of course, that was in England, and yes, it's the Pac that we all know from AEW. Christopher Daniels has a few going on. What's up?
Hold on. I missed the name. I think that's our new...
Urbina. Daniels just handcuffed Urbina to the cage over there.
I think he's the new... Is he the new Spanish announcer?
Yes. Okay. Christopher Daniels on October 6th lost to Austin Aries in the first round of the Survival of the Fittest at Ring of Honor Survival of the Fittest in Cleveland, Ohio. The next day, October 7th, Daniels teamed with Matt Sydal to defeat Colt Cabana and Jimmy Jacobs. October 12th, Daniels teamed up with Slick Nick to defeat Diablo and Ron Kilborn for HRW in California. And the last note for Daniels, October 14th, as Curryman, he lost to Gold Dustin at 1PW's first anniversary show. And of course, Gold Dustin is, in fact, Gold Dust / Dustin Rhodes. Homicide, October 6th, team with Roderick Strong losing to the Briscoes in the first round of Survival of the Fittest. October 7th, Homicide teamed with Samoa Joe losing to the Briscoe brothers in a Falls Count Anywhere street fight at Motor City Madness. And then that should be, that's all I got.
Nice. Flying forearm taking out Chris Harris as AJ's taking out Homicide and James Storm.
Judging by how much time is left in the show, Kurt Angle's definitely going to the ring.
Right, and that's why I'm going to start telling you more notes because I feel as if I need to get these out of the way. Galavision this past weekend aired part 1 of the, I'm going to fucking butcher this name real hard, Verano de Escandalo. They aired the Team TNA, which was Homicide, Low-Key, yes, using the Low-Key name, Styles and Joe versus Abismo Negro, Hysteria, Electroshock, and Charlie Manson. The report that TNA guys really upped their work quality on the show were, if anything, understated. Homicide and Low-Key in particular were great in the lucha style, while Joe and Styles did more of a style you'd normally see from them, but adapted it well in a long match. And Styles got the pin on Harris. Very quick.
Yeah,
I didn't even get to get anything out here. Kip's telling Chris Harris to suck it right in his face. I do have one night.
Yeah, that hair is horrible.
Yeah, dude, it's bad. Oh my god, it's even worse up close. It's like bleached too. Oh god. AMW's arguing again.
AMW is so dumb. Kale,
Conan's
Kale, I will console you.
Jeez.
Yo, what the fuck? Conan just pie-faced her.
What?
Why is he yelling at Gail?
Gail's getting in his face. She slaps Conan.
Oh, he liked it.
LAX is surrounding AMW. He's calling off the dogs. That's what Mike Tenay said. Oh shit. Oh, Conan with the slapjack and LAX going after AMW now.
What the fuck is going on? Is this like a face turn for AMW? What are we
Dude,
doing?
kind of. Or trying to get more
Oh,
heat on
don't you
LAX is
fucking
more what
dare,
it is.
Hernandez. I like you, Hernandez. Don't do this to my girl.
No.
No.
The border toss.
No. Her tits are almost out. Border tossed her. You son of a bitch.
Holy
You
shit, dude.
son of a bitch.
Holy shit.
You son of a bitch, Hernandez.
That was fucking insane.
You fucking ass.
And they're putting the flags over Gail Kim and AMW.
You motherfuckers.
Wow. That bump she just took was insane.
Yeah, you better be proud of yourself, you motherfucker. I can't look at it. No, don't show a replay of this. Oh my god. Dude, she took that so good.
Yeah, Gail Kim's awesome. Holy crap.
Oh my god. Gail, are you okay? Somebody check on her. Gail.
Okay, up next, Samoa Joe's doing his thing, so I gotta tell you another note. The ticket prices for the November 25th show in Monterrey, Mexico, are $110, $90, $77, $55, $40, $30, and $18. Apparently, Kurt Angle has also been added to the October 31st show in Lisbon, Portugal. So that would be his first match under the TNA banner. Both the Monterrey show and Lisbon show are billed as Impacto Total, or probably Total, or something. And Bob, one more note before one of them I think I have to save to the end of the show potentially, but in case you're wondering, in the sports DVD charts for October 21st issue of Billboard, the top 10 in sales, TNA's Slammiversary DVD is number 7.
Really?
Yeah, kind of cool.
They must be doing pretty good business DVD wise. They have to.
They gotta be.
And like we've noted before, I'm pretty sure on purpose they were cheaper than WWE DVDs.
I like it. Mike Tenay is in the ring with Earl Hebner, who looks bald, but
with the envelope.
He's got the official documents.
We're putting a guy like Earl Hebner in charge of a document.
Will Samoa Joe return the title?
He's not saying fired, though. He's not saying fired. He's saying removed from the roster.
It is interesting the way they're wording it.
Key wording here. Today just gives off the vibe of like a disappointed father.
I know.
Joe, and he's just like,
here he comes, Samoa Joe.
Do the right thing, Joe.
Wait a second.
What?
Could we be seeing a confrontation here?
With Kurt?
I was just thinking because of the interview note we read earlier, where Samoa Joe's the only name he mentioned.
Okay. I think you're right. There's no way that they only have Kurt coming out of a limo.
Right?
Because at that point, why even bother showing that?
Samoa Joe, we need your answer. As he throws it over his shoulder, very clearly not going to give it up. They're
like
chanting to keep the title.
They're saying keeps the title, and then it's like, then he won't be there anymore.
Look at the contract inside of the little report cover with the little plastic.
Yes, they're prepared.
You got to turn in your essay, and you got to have your little protective cover.
That's right.
I just saw a Facebook memory like yesterday about this. Said I just wrote the worst paper in the history of my schooling. Nice. like it was like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah.
2015 or something.
Oh, this is definitely.
Oh, fucking A, dude.
Oh, shit.
He basically just said no, it tore up the contract, and Kurt Angle's music hit. Which is the first time we're hearing it, by the way.
Right. So all this footage has got to be from the warehouse, right?
Yes. Oh, shit.
I can't believe that they're doing this on Impact. On the Impact before I would have just saved it for Bound for Glory.
Holy shit, he's coming up from the bottom of the stage.
Are they doing it that way people know that he's there for sure and they'll get it?
That could definitely be it, dude. He's got the flag on him. He's got his Impact mouthguard in.
Dude, if I was in the Impact zone right now, I'd be shitting my pants because I wouldn't believe that I saw Kurt Angle.
That's the crazy thing. Like, we're watching this, right, 18 years later. At the time, this is fucking nuts.
Right.
Kurt Angle's in the impact zone! And he's fucking staring down with Samoa Joe right now, who's holding the NWA title after he just ripped up the contract. He just laid down the title as if he's champion. Is he telling Kurt Angle to cross the line? Oh, today just said it! Yeah, baby, let's go. Is he daring Kurt Angle to cross the line?
Do it.
They're facing
Do
off.
it.
Joe's taller than Angle.
Yeah, Kurt Angle's not that tall.
Oh.
Headbutt. I know it.
Fuck.
Headbutt. Yeah, headbutted him. Oh, shit.
He hits the Angle. Oh, they call it the Olympic Slam. Drops Joe. His head even hit the title.
Yeah, the back of his head did, yeah.
The crowd is going fucking
Kurt Angle's
insane.
Kurt Angle's got the belt now. He's gonna steal it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh shit. Joe is bloody.
Oh,
he
baby.
is pissed and he's up and Kurt
Look at
don't
that
know
shot, dude.
That was great camera work there. Yo, what the fuck is going on, Dallas? Samoa Joe just
He's
kicked
bloody.
Kurt Angle in the back of the head.
He gave him a headbutt you wouldn't believe.
Jeff
'cause he
Jarrett, I
fucking
saw Jeff
busted
Jarrett
open
run
right
out.
away.
I think he just stole his belt
Trying to
back.
choke out Kurt Angle. Jeff Jarrett came in, stole the title.
All right, so Joe's not fired because Jarrett got it back, I guess. I just think I missed you.
Jarrett got possession. He looked at the title, almost turned around and said, nah.
I'm good.
Ugh. Holy shit, what a headbutt, dude.
He got him right on the fucking eyebrow with that.
They're fighting through security here on the ramp. Dude, I've never heard the crowd
Shit.
this loud, I don't think.
I've never heard them this loud.
That ain't piped in either. They're going nuts.
No.
We'll see you this Sunday.
Yo, Joe looks deranged with it. Look at that. Oh, he's fucking pissed.
Okay, so we're ending
Oh, here's
on
a song by Fozzy.
Yeah,
Could
this
Chris
is my
Jericho
last
be
note.
coming in?
Well, listen, I'll say it as it's going on because it's just a highlight.
Oh shit, it's Chris Jericho.
Holy shit, it's Chris Jericho. What the fuck?
It's a Chris Jericho music video at the end of it, man. We're going crazy.
And they show
here.
Chris Jericho from the Fozzy video. I will also say this is actually my favorite Fozzy song. I actually like this song a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, it's an Enemy, in case anyone's wondering. This song's pretty good. We're going through all the matches, but so there. Obviously, we're seeing it. This was supposed to be airing. The song Enemy by Fozzy's All That Remains album was scheduled to air on this Impact show, which should raise some eyebrows. Dave says, all I know is this. If it's my company and I have only 44 minutes on the go-home show of the first pay-per-view that you're actually counting on a paid admission and supposedly the biggest show in your history, I would not spend 3 or 4 minutes airing a Jericho music video, which is a video put together years ago that when I saw it was completed, it was a good video. He's talking about the music video that Jericho did. Yeah. I do know that Dixie Carter has been talking to Jericho about coming in, and Jericho keeps pretty close tabs on the industry. Jericho also finished high on that list of people the higher-ups in the company wanted to get. I have no clue if there's anything close to a deal. And my gut tells me that if they do sign him, they'll try and do a Kurt Angle deal and keep it a secret until the pay-per-view anyways. So this music video is now enticing rumors further that we could get Chris Jericho in potentially as early as Bound for Glory.
See, now I feel like I would buy into like, oh shit, Jericho's gonna come in.
Yeah, I mean this is wild. I do remember this I do remember this happening and being like, what the fuck? A Chris Jericho TNA song, like highlight video, like and you could be like, well, it's in like a band, like but it's still fucking Chris Jericho, and you're doing it very much on purpose because you know wrestling fans know that.
Right. This is a good song.
This song is not bad. My enemy. Right. Okay, so we have a lot to discuss here at the end. Kurt Angle just showed up, and Samoa Joe and him got into a fucking massive brawl.
Yeah, a massive brawl.
I mean, that
crowd has never been that loud before.
No. Ever. Bob, that was giving me goosebumps.
Yeah,
That whole end segment was wild. That's the kind of hype we needed for Bound for Glory. Now,
yeah.
I wish Samoa Joe wasn't in the Monsters Ball match.
I know. Could you imagine if they did Joe Angle at Bound for Glory?
I think you got to milk that a little bit, though.
You have to, but
like but I look at it like this. I understand that Sting and Jarrett is like what we're saying, like that's our money match, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't we do Sting, Jarrett, Samoa Joe? Like, couldn't we have got? We could have got that.
You could have definitely got there.
Even the build right here, where he took the title and stuff, it still would have made sense.
Yeah, because you could just be like, "I'll give the title back, but I want to be in the main event," and Cornette being like, "Okay, fine."
The problem is that I feel like, I wonder if there was a direction change where, okay, it's title versus career, cool. It's kind of hard to fuck with that part, I guess.
Yeah.
But so that was probably
well. You could have done this. You could have done title versus career versus undefeated streak.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. But I'm wondering if they switched the idea of like having kind of Joe with the title and stuff like that once they knew they signed Angle, and maybe they started to kind of, how can we get Angle involved in this? And then maybe this whole segment was already kind of thought about, and it was too late because they were already booking him into the Monsters Ball and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very interesting.
I don't know. That crowd though, I have not heard people go that insane in the Impact Zone for really anything.
I mean, at least not in a long time, man. It was wild. That was really good closing segment and a very exciting way to get us ready for Bound for Glory, which, by the way, we're covering in, 2 days? 3 days?
3 days, yeah.
Yeah. So in just 3 days, guys, join us again for that, because I think that show on paper, the matches they announced, I mean, if this is a bad show, I will cry. I
would be super bummed.
Like
I can't tell you the last time I've watched Bound for Glory 2006 in its entirety. I don't know if I ever. I mean, I'm sure I have, but I don't remember match qualities or anything like that.
I feel like I had to have, but I guess I'll find out next week, or not next week, in a couple of days here, when I bring my DVD up from the basement and see if it's open.
I'm gonna say that that one is open.
I feel like it's gotta be.
I think it'd be.
And then we'll know if I've watched the show.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, I can't remember a whole lot from it, so I'm definitely excited.
Yeah. I think all the matches that are on this card have been announced. If not, there's one, and I'm just gonna say it anyway because it's not like it's of major importance for the most part. I don't know if you're looking at it as well.
I was about to pull it up here.
The one I'm referencing is the second one.
Oh. No, but I think at this point we can probably mention it. Let's do that quick rundown.
All right, so this is what we are scheduled to get. Card subject to change, of course, but this is what we're scheduled to get. We're scheduled to have a Kevin Nash Open Invitational X-Division Gauntlet Battle Royal. That's
at Bound for Glory.
At Bound for Glory. So that is likely going to be like, I would assume, like 20 guys from the X-Division.
And so they announced only Alex Shelley, but I was just thinking Austin Starr is supposed to show up.
Austin Starr's there.
That's probably what he's going to be in. That makes sense.
A four-way tag match, which I don't think has technically been announced on Impact, but it's on the show. It's on the card. It could have been maybe even on the internet at this point, right. Anyway. But Team 3D will be returning to the pay-per-view scene here, taking on AMW, the Naturals, and the James Gang. I think this is even a situation where Shane Douglas has said if the Naturals don't win, like, it's over.
I feel like that's like constantly in the back of their head now.
Yeah, that's kind of like the trend. We have a Monsters Ball 4-way with special referee Jake the Snake Roberts, Brother Runt taking on Raven, taking on Samoa Joe, taking on Abyss. Loser gets fired. Eric Young against Larry Sabisco. TNA X-Division Championship match, Senshi defending against Chris Sabin. 8 Mile Street Fight, Rhino taking on Christian Cage. The NWA World Tag Team Championships inside the 6 sides of steel cage. AJ Styles and Daniels defending against LAX, Hernandez, and Homicide. And in the main event, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Jeff Jarrett defending against Sting in a title versus career match.
That is a pay-per-view.
That is wild.
That is easily the strongest show on paper this year.
It has to be.
Easily.
There's no way.
I'm excited for all of that. Even the gauntlet and even the tag match, because it has all of our biggest teams in it. I'm excited about this entire show.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. It better be like really good, because if this is a bummer of a show, I can't even express like how disappointed I would be.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Honestly, it would be brutal if
You have to deliver. You have to.
And we're supposed to see Bobby Roode's officially his new manager too. I don't know how they're going to do that, but
right. Yeah.
Who knows? We'll find out. I can't wait to watch Bound for Glory, Bob. So
I'm looking forward to it. I hope everybody that listens on a regular basis is also looking forward to it, and I hope you guys will join us for a watch along as we watch Bound for Glory as our next episode. But until then, for Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.